Hi, this is John Kraus with California Corks. Welcome to this episode of Zip Sips. I'd like to introduce you to a wine from Michael David Winery, which is located in Lodi, California. And it's their Cabernet Franc, and they call it Inkblot. Now, this is an interesting wine in the sense that this 2014 is the first Cabernet Franc that was ever produced by the Michael David Winery. One of the very few that were produced in Lodi that year at all. And the grapes for this wine come from a vineyard that's 9 acres in size, and it's located on the west side of Lodi, and it's just a short distance from the winery itself. Now, I got this bottle during one of my trips going north to visit some family up in Northern California, and I just kind of forgot that it was in my wine cooler. And the fact that it's a 2014 and that it was the first vintage, I decided it was time to pull the cork. Well, I want you to know that each vintage of Michael David's Cabernet Franc is ready to drink when they make it available to you at the winery. But each one could lay down easily for a few years, 3 to 5 years, if you can wait a few years. The 2014 Inkblot was harvested in a year that experienced an unusually hot summer. It resulted in a much earlier harvest than usual for the Lodi area. In fact, the 2014 vintage brought for the wine grapes and those that had to harvest them a great deal of challenge for that harvest. Zinfandel and Petit Syrah and every wine grape in between reached just optimal ripeness all within days of each other. So you can imagine it wasn't only a busy time for the folks at Michael David, but all the wine growers in Lodi had to really put the rush on. The harvest was fast and furious for sure. And the final lot of Cabernet Sauvignon of that year was harvested or picked on October 17th of that year. Now, Inkblot Cabernet Franc is a composition of Cabernet Franc and just a touch of Petit Syrah. The wine was aged in French oak for 21 months. As far as tasting notes and appearance, it's a nice, dark, decadent, very alluring color wine for this 2014. Yet it's very approachable. The aromas are new saddle leather, black cherry, red plum, baking spices definitely, and a hint of clove as well. Now in the mouth, it's bold, but it's smooth. The tannins are nice and polished, and there's a unique flavor of blackberry, dark chocolate truffle, some peppery spices there, which all helps provide a nice layered, delightfully long finish. That's held up very nicely. Seeing how it's about it's a 6-year-old wine. It's doing nicely. Just far as recommendations with food, think about with meat, roasted pork, good old-fashioned hamburgers off the grill, stew, meatballs, chicken, curry dishes. Goat cheese would be great with it, and we might want to even think of something along the line as black lentils, or how about mushrooms would go along with it well. Leeks, spinach, even arugula because of the pepperiness of it. Well, this is a delightful wine. I hope you get an opportunity to stop in and see Michael David. Be sure to say hi to Michael and David if they're in the tasting room. Tell them John Kraus sent you. This is Inkblot 2014 Cabernet Franc. Until next time.